Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Time for this week's training chat. In case you're new, I'm Coral. I'm one of the head coaches for Team Babe Athletics. So glad that you guys found us. Today we're going to be talking about training your brain and the mental side of training and mostly why it's so important and some different things to consider when thinking about developing your mental aspects of training. First, I want to do a quick shout out to two of our Team Babe athletes who competed in the Chili Willy Duathlon. If you're from triathlon and not so familiar with duathlon, it's a run, bike, run format, which is really common during the winter. And also for people that just may not so much care for the swim, but Charo and Wanda had an amazing race here. It's a local race in Clearwater, 5K run, 10-mile bike, and then a 5K run to cap it off. And Charo actually podiumed, got third in her age group. So congratulations to both of y'all. Super proud of you. And what an awesome way to kick off the 2020 season. Also, quick announcement. This is the weekend quite a few of you have been waiting for. We're actually kicking off here in Clearwater, St. Pete area, our 12-week all-women's training group for St. Anthony's Triathlon, which includes a bunch of in-person coach sessions. So if you're on the fence about whether or not to try St. Anthony's, or you're just looking for a really cool group to train with, really hope that you'll come check us out and join the fun. It's going to be a great time. Kicking things off Sunday at Sand Key Park at 9 a.m. So if you just want to come dip your toe in the water, quite literally, please do join us, and you can just message me or shoot a message to the team page for some more information on that. All right, there is so much that can be said about training your brain, but I just really want to start off with the notion that I personally feel like this is one of the most underutilized tools that we have at our disposal in taking advantage, or rather that we don't take great enough advantage of when it comes to maximizing our training and our racing potential. So a lot of times there's a few different buckets that we can put this into. One of them is just training your brain when it comes to establishing routine, getting out of your own way when it comes to really prioritizing your training time and focusing. So we talked about actually some of those brain tricks, if you will, in our motivation versus discipline talk from last week. Hey, Katie, thanks for hopping in. So if you haven't watched that talk, go back, check it out. 5-second rule is highly applicable in this area when it comes to just getting it done. And so we talk a lot more about those resources in last week's chat. So as far as today's talk, I want to talk about, first off, one of the biggest mental blocks that I see personally as a coach working with athletes of all different abilities, and this is really a mental block when it comes to swimming or doing things that are highly outside of your comfort zone that require a lot of focus and a lot of mental calm. So we're going to actually, there's so much to say here, but I just want to, with this brief training talk, get y'all thinking about some of the areas that you can in which you can develop your mental game. So if you have an area of triathlon or multi-sport that whenever those training sessions, or you kind of start to hyperventilate a little bit when you think about it, when you think about race and you're like, oh gosh, the swim, really lock into that. Acknowledge and ruminate and think about pretty diligently what is it about those training sessions or that environment or that experience that really gives you pause and hesitation, or perhaps even some anxiety. And that's where you start, and then working through and kind of teasing out those different areas in which you're experiencing anxiety or kind of a tough mental tease going on, and just utilizing a few different strategies that, and we're actually going to delve into this pretty heavily this week in the team group. So if you're in there, stay tuned, lots of cool tools coming your way. But then develop your mental strategy based around that specific issue. And sometimes it takes, having somebody as a sounding board to just work through what exactly it is. And, you can present, well, I've got, just talking about it. I've got issues when I get bopped on the head in open water. Okay, and then maybe having that person say, well, what is it about getting bopped on the head that really just kind of freaks you out? So having somebody with that discourse can really help you delve down into what that core issue is. Okay, so that's the training piece. The other piece also comes around discomfort, but more of just enduring and figuring out how you can endure whatever tough sensation you're going through. And there's a lot of different things that you'll experience in training and racing that are hard. And most of it is up here. So it's thinking, oh, it's really hot. Oh gosh, I can't do this any longer. Oh man, this is really, really tough. Oh, whatever it is. Oh, this is really boring. Whatever, again, kind of figuring out, you'll start to notice some themes. And a lot of this mental chatter is just habit. It's really surprising how much of our thoughts are habit. And once you start to pick up and tune in, and this is a really important part of training that I feel like gets neglected quite a bit, is assessing your mental state. This is why I really encourage athletes not to train with music all the time, because it does distract us. And yes, you can get some good training benefits by being able to just hammer, but you are distracted. You're not going to be distracted during your race, most likely. So being able to, in training, have that practice to tune in, figure out where your headspace is at, and then tackle those thoughts as they come head on and deal with them, grapple with them, and then keep going. That is where you see the gains in your training and your racing and your performance. And I know that not everybody is out to qualify for Worlds, and that's okay, but it can really make the experience go from a sufferfest to something that you endured and overcame just by being able to flip that mental switch. And it really comes down to your perception of your experience. So I know this is a little bit of a nebulous topic, because it is. There's a lot that goes into it. But if y'all have any questions, please let us know. Like I said earlier, Coach Ray and I will also be delving into this topic in greater depth in the team Facebook group. So definitely come check it out, or stay tuned if you're already in there. So thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody has a great week, and hopefully we'll see you at the St. A's training group if you're local to Clearwater this Sunday. All right, till next time.